Good evening, Internet, and welcome to more of my RPGaDay 2018. We are now on August 20th, which means we're in the very far right column, and we are almost done with this little social experiment. Not too many days left. Today's topic is, which game mechanic inspires your play the most? And I feel like this question's a little weird for me because I'm not particularly inspired by too many mechanics. Mechanics are normally not the focus when I'm picking what we want to do. Now, they do play some role. I'm not going to play a system full of mechanics that I do not enjoy, that I feel are clunky or unnecessary. Cats must be hungry. But again, with myself and the people that I play with, more often than not, mechanics are the afterthought. We want to play Star Wars, so we look at the available Star Wars systems and we pick the one that we like. We want to play high fantasy, so we look at the available high fantasy systems and we find a system that we like. There's not a specific mechanic that keeps me playing one system over all other systems. If I had to pick a mechanic that really inspires our play, I think it would be the narrative dice in Edge of the Empire, which are also very similar dice and mechanics are used in Genesis. And to narrow it down further, I think it would be the triumph and despair results on those die. So the narrative dice can have a great influence on the story, but the fact that triumph and despair can have great impact on the narrative, as well as letting characters push themselves into almost action movie levels of performance. I really enjoy that, and I enjoy that it's a reason for characters to push themselves to get ranks in the things that they're using, so that they'll have a yellow proficiency die and thus have the chance to roll that result because it's not on the standard ability die. I think it can be really interesting whether it happens on the player side or the GM side, and I think that that mechanic is one of the things that really sold me on Genesis when Genesis was coming out. Now, with that, I haven't got to play Genesis yet. I've just read through the rulebook and made a couple of characters and plotted nefarious things on the DM side of stuff, but that mechanic in Edge of the Empire is what excited me so much about trying Genesis, because it is system agnostic and I can use it to do cyberpunk or steampunk or dieselpunk or any of the punks and high fantasy and weird war and alternate history. I can use it for whatever I need it to, but it has that mechanic of narrative influence from dice results that I really enjoy about Edge of the Empire. So that's my answer. What's a mechanic that really inspires me? The narrative dice results, particularly Triumph and Despair from Edge of the Empire and the related Genesis system. Yeah, I'm going to go feed some cats now because they're trying to break into the food box.